Hello guys, I'm very sorry for not uploading a new video in months. Now you're probably asking yourself why I'm not uploaded YouTube videos as much as before. Well, there are two reasons for that. The first reason is because of the passion for making videos for all of you is no more in me as when I started my channel back then. I feel like I can't make videos anymore because I can't make a video about anything interesting these days. Either someone would steal my video to make their own or YouTube whining over some copyright bullshit. And the second reason why is obviously because of all of the working. I'm working in non-stop, 0 to 24 hours, so I can't even make videos even if I wanted to because of the very little free time that I have. But I'm finally here and I finally got enough courage to make this video. By the way, I wanted to say thank you for the 100 subscribers. I'm not sugarcoat it at all. I really didn't expect to actually hit a 100 subscribers ever in my life. But we are finally here. And it actually makes me happy every time I look over my channel and saying to myself, man, look how much I accomplished for the tons of working on videos that I'm proud of. So thanks again, I really appreciate it for getting there. But enough of the yapping already, let's finally start the today's subject about the Xbox One Elite console. This special version of Xbox One released in 2015, 2 years after the actual Xbox One released. It came with a whopping 1TB SSHD drive and with a matte finish on the top instead of the usual plastic one that the plaid one have. Now you probably wonder, what the fuck is a SSHD drive? Well, it's basically a one naughty night adventure conclusion between the HDD and the SSD, which accidentally managed to create the SSHD drive. And because of this new drive, this special Xbox One can boot up 20% faster than the normal Xbox One that came out, which for the time it was respectable and actually amazing for a console to boot up faster than the plain version. Anyways, I managed to get my hands on it a week ago for very cheap. I actually paid $100 on this one on a classified site, which was still cheaper than most of these I seen on eBay. And I wondered to myself, how today games working on this 10-year-old console? When I looked it up for my question, I couldn't believe my eyes. To my surprise, no one. And I mean no one has made a video about this console apart from this guy, which was very old. And I couldn't see anyone made a video about this console in 2024. So today I decided to see how well this console can still play games in 2024. Is it worth to buy it today, even if the Xbox Series looks like dog shit? Well, let's find out with all of the games that I currently manage to own. So let's go, shall we? So the first game we're gonna try is obviously Forza Horizon 5. Even if this game came out in 2021, surprisingly it runs decently on the Xbox One Elite with a solid 30 FPS. Stutters, no lag, nothing. Everything is smooth and actually runs quite well. If you plan to buy Forza Horizon 5 but you don't have the budget for a Series S or X, then I think this one actually gonna worth a shot for you. Anyways, here's some footage of this game running on the Xbox One Elite console. The next game on the list is Forza Horizon 4, and let me tell you, this is probably the worst running game on the list yet. Like, why the fuck it runs so bad? It's supposed to run better than Forza Horizon 5 because it has older graphics, but this one runs like cock. It probably runs between 15 FPS and 20 FPS. Why it runs like that? Maybe it's because of a broken frame limiter like in GTA, IDK, but I tell you this makes the game runs like a slideshow basically. But apart from that, it runs okay. Just don't play this if you prefer performance over graphics. By the way, here is some footage of this one running on the console. Okay, the next game we're gonna try is Just Cause 4, the latest in the series. While the game runs fine, when you boot up the map you see some FPS drops and the maps load slowly compared to an Xbox Series.
Here goes.
The draw distance here is surprisingly large, but there are no traffic or NPC spawning on the road. But apart from these two problems I experienced, this game actually runs well with a solid 30 FPS yet again. The graphics doesn't look as blurry and fuzzy like the last game, but if you're willing to sacrifice the low-end graphics, you get a smooth and lag-free game that works very well even on this 10-year-old console. Here are the recordings.
Catch you later, Rico. Give him hell.
Dropping supplies now.
Off we go.
Oye, Rico, supply drop inbound.
I like this one.
Oye, Rico, supply drop inbound.
One of Espinosa's lackeys is transporting a fake relic in a vehicle near you. Would you destroy it, please?
Next, I tried one of my favorite games on the Xbox One, Assassin's Creed Origins. This one is the only Assassin's Creed game I ever completed in 100%, and I think this is the only good Assassin's Creed game ever created. No other Assassin's Creed game come close to this game's perfection. It has a good storyline, lovable characters and top-tier voice acting, and the map is huge and perfectly represents the ancient Egypt as a whole. But back to the gameplay. The game runs just as fine as the others so far. The graphics decrease can be seen here too, but as rock solid in FPS as Just Cause 4. I don't think I need to say anything else. Let's represent the footages.
What? Best not to draw attention here. Hey!
You should not be here.
Hey, what? What?
Hey, what?
That's it. Die!
what?
There you are. I'll rally the troops.
My thanks. God bless you.
שאתם
Strong.
אבירים!
Must run.
אבי אותו!
Kai, thank you so much. What?
Shit! You should not have come here.
Hey, who shot that?
Hey, what? To kill you! What? Die! Got you! Adolphe!
Fuck! He's got a gun!
Next up is Watch Dogs, specifically the first one. Watch Dogs runs at 900p resolution and is capped at 30 FPS. While generally stable, there are occasional frame rate drops during action-heavy scenes. The graphics are decent but not as sharp as on newer consoles, with noticeable texture pop-ins and a shorter draw distance, meaning objects can suddenly appear as you get closer. Loading times are longer, especially when entering new areas or reloading, which can interrupt the flow. But overall the game is playable, but the visuals and performance are noticeably limited on the base Xbox One. Anyways, here's some test footages about the game running on the Xbox One Elite.
Get away from him!
You look like a generous person.
What's the latest? You think you're funny? I'm getting by. And yourself? Relaxing. Not really funny.
Where were you going?
Where is the Fox? That is the question on everyone's mind as the citizens demand that the violent vigilante be brought to justice. The CTOS is fully functional, the police remind us, and the tip lines are always open. They assure us with both systems in place, the vigilante will be caught. The CTOS certainly has the track record to back up that statement.
All right. He's close. Just need to find him.
Wait, go! 911, state your emergency, please. There's a shootout or something happening.
Oh, God.
Can you repeat that? Hello? "911, please state your emergency." Help! There's a shooter! Help!
Wait, what is that?
Squad to all units, CTOS scan initiated.
He has a gun!
All units, this is squad. CTOS scan has located the suspect. Distributing location now. Be advised, a patrol car has been dispatched after the suspect.
Squad 911, please state the nature of your emergency.
Cops here!
Report back. Over.
Squad, suspect's gone.
All units, be advised, squad is beginning CTOS scan for suspect.
How's it going?
How goes it? All right.
I really thought CTOS was a little better. Don't get bogged down.
Now this one a cult classic, the second best game on the whole Xbox 360, apart from the first Forza Horizon game, which will come in soon, but let's continue with the first Just Cause game. Of course, this one is an Xbox 360 game, which thankfully backwards compatible with the Xbox One. And how does it run? Well, it runs just as fine as you would play it on the Xbox 360. I didn't run into a lag spike or a glitch, everything works as it should. And oh my goodness, this game is the best Just Cause game I ever played in my life. Even though the graphics not aged very well and the handling of the cars is literally garbage, it offers a good storyline in the series ever, and all the action still looks good even in 2024, which the same can be said about the fourth entry. The voices of the characters are so much better than the later entries, which was laughable considering that they supposed to be superior to the first one, but they all failed. If you haven't already, I recommend you buy this game off the Microsoft Store. You're not gonna regret it, I swear! Anyways, here are the footage, running the game on the Xbox One Elite. Next one is One Shot the World Machine Edition. I think this version is the best version of One Shot you can buy. But before any of you One Shot fans gonna stab me with your pitchforks, put it down and let me explain myself. Alright, to all One Shot fans who may think that the World Machine Edition is the worst version of the game, I'd encourage you to consider a few points before dismissing it entirely. Number 1. Preserving the spirit of the original. The core of One Shot, the emotional depth, storytelling, and bond with Nico remains intact in the World Machine Edition. While the original PC version offered an immersive experience through breaking the fourth wall and interacting with your desktop, the WME version attempts to recreate that connection within the constraints of different platforms like consoles. It still respects the idea of the game responding to the player as a character while adapting it for a wider audience. Number 2. Technical constraints. Not every player has access to a PC or the ability to play the game in its original form. The WME version makes the game more accessible on consoles, meaning more people get to experience the magic of one-shot. The developers worked hard to make this adaptation while respecting the original experience as much as possible. Of course, compromises had to be made due to technical limitations, like the lack of direct desktop manipulation, but this was necessary to allow the game to exist in a new format. And finally, number 3. Unique features and enhancements. World Machine Edition introduces new visual effects, music tracks, and puzzles, and finally a true widescreen support for the game, unlike the original version which locked at 640x480 resolution and the inability to full screen the game, all while making the interface more user-friendly on consoles. Some players even appreciate how the new version keeps the spirit of the game but adapts it for modern audiences, making it easier to enjoy without needing mods. Thanks for listening to my rant about this. Now back to the gameplay. Of course, since this game is pretty much a 2D game, it works perfectly fine on the Xbox One Elite with a solid 60 FPS. That's not surprising, considering the fact that this game is not hardware intense, unlike any of the game we reviewed so far. But this one is the most uniquest game I ever seen. When I bought it, I never expected this to be a fantastic game. I thought it's just going to be an Undertale clone, nothing more. But oh boy, I was so wrong. The characters was so lovable, especially Nico. Definitely in the top 3 of my favorite characters. Very close to choose between Tails and Nico to choose to the number 1 spot. Anyways, here is the footage of the game running on the Xbox One Elite. Next up is the latest sequel of the Watch Dogs franchise, Watch Dogs Legion. This one is surprisingly nobody talks about it, mainly because of the execution, story and character depth. But I think that this one is so much better than the second game. Yes, I said that. I don't give a fuck if you all cancel me for this, but I said what I said. To me, the second one is the weakest of the franchise, period. No question asked. You can hate me if you want though, but this is life. Anyways, the game actually works with a solid 30 FPS yet again, and the game feels smooth to play on a 720p resolution. Here is the proof.
Yeah, okay.
Sweet. Yeah, I'll be there in a sec. Cool.
Okay, but... What? No, you sure? Like this very much.
You already said that. Yeah.
Have you been feeling unsafe?
Yeah.
Alpin's here to help.
Deadly serious.
Let's shut things down.
ready to ram the vehicle. Over.
Be advised, we are on the trail. Control, I've lost the target. Target just went through a checkpoint. Over. Preparing to intercept vehicle. Target has broken through checkpoint. All units. Target is now on foot. Over. Ambulance urgently required at our location. Over. Drones are on their way to the suspect. There's our suspect. Over.
Use a pursuit intervention technique.
Reloading! Cover me! Stop letting up!
Received, we are in pursuit. Control, we are...
Next one is Forza Motorsport 5, the OG Xbox One's launch title. As much as back then everyone hated this game, I think this one aged like a fine wine. Unlike that built from the ground up game, which managed to be worse in every possible way, even the sounds of the car sounds like shit in this $60 abomination. Oh, and their build from the ground up meme, it was a classic. Every time I hear that phrase, I picture the devs huddled around a whiteboard, furiously scribbling down the words new engine as if that alone is supposed to fix everything. It's like they think just saying it makes all the recycled content magically disappear. It's like they dusted off the same driving physics, slapped a fresh coat of pixels on it, and then screamed next gen until someone believed it. Handling still feels like trying to wrestle a shopping cart in a hurricane. I half expect the devs to pop out from behind the corner and say, "Look at that ray tracing though," as your car smashes into yet another identical guardrail from Forza Motorsport 5. And don't get me started on their love affair with microtransactions. Built from the ground up, sure, as long as you pay for every brick along the way. Do you want a spoiler that doesn't look like it was made out of plastic scraps? That'll cost you, of course. It's like the devs' real innovation was figuring out how many things they could charge you for while still pretending it's all about the love of cars. But hey, at least the menu system is... Wait, no, that's been built from the ground up too, meaning somehow it's even slower and clunkier. Feels like they spent more time on making the cars shine than making them fun to drive. And hey, from the ground up sounds cool, but let's be real. If it was built from that ground, they probably just took the dirt and piled it right back up again without any new to show for. And that's why I love Forza Motorsport 5 so much, and you can see the evidence of it right there. The F1 2018 game runs smoothly on the Xbox One Elite, offering solid performance with steady frame rates and minimal lag. The graphics are detailed, and the handling is responsive, providing an immersive racing experience. However, like other console versions, load times can be slightly long, but overall gameplay remains fluid and enjoyable. What I like about this game is two things. This is the only game where the handling of the F1 cars doesn't seem like shit, and the F1 Classic Cars reannouncement is finally some good air in the world of penalty and shitty sound simulator, which knows as Formula 1. And to prove my point, here is the footage of why old F1 is better than the new F1. Ah, Forza Horizon, the good old classic in the world of racing games. Despite being released in 2012, it set the foundation for what would become one of the most beloved open-world racing franchises ever. Its blend of stunning environments, dynamic weather, and accessible but challenging gameplay makes it a game that still holds up well today. The freedom to roam, discover hidden cars, and race across beautiful landscapes was revolutionary for racing games at the time. Set in the beautiful Colorado countryside, the game delivered an immersive festival atmosphere that combined incredible driving mechanics, a great soundtrack, and stunning visuals that the newer Forza games simply can't replicate. The freedom to explore vast, scenic environments while seamlessly transitioning between off-road and street races was revolutionary. The balance between accessible gameplay and depth made it enjoyable for casual gamers and racing enthusiasts alike. And its legacy is undeniable. It laid the foundation for future Forza Horizon titles while still holding its own as an unforgettable, genre-defining experience. Truly old but gold. But enough praise for now, let's finally focus on the performance. Surprisingly, this is the game where it had some issues while playing, but thankfully it's nothing major, but it was a bit annoying if you want to play this without mini freezes and sometimes lags. Sometimes when you race, you might notice some mini freezes, but it only lasts for 1 second, which in a racing games is crucial for not having freezes, or it would end your place being lower than before the freezes. I don't know why it's happening, given that the CD is brand new, never used before. Or maybe because of the disk drive being a bit slow? I don't know. But here is the footages.
Well, that'll put a smile on your face. As does Crash Max. You seen that show? So far, Duke McGuire has broken, get this, 5 ribs, both thumbs, right shin, and 2 teeth making that show. And if you end up in a race with him here at Horizon, well, I would give the dude room. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna race him, this will put you in the mood.
In 400 meters, you will arrive at your destination. You will arrive at your destination.
Scheiße.
And that's everything the Xbox One Elite had to offer, as back then it was a noteworthy entry in the Xbox lineup. When considering whether it was worth the price at launch, several factors come into play, especially when reflecting on the games available during its life cycle. Moreover, the inclusion of backward compatibility allowed gamers to access a library of Xbox 360 and original Xbox games, which added tremendous value for those with existing collections. This feature ensured that players weren't just investing in a new console, but also gaining access to a vast array of beloved titles. However, the initial price of the Elite console was on the higher end, leading some to question its value compared to standard models. While the enhanced hardware and features justified the cost for dedicated gamers seeking a premium experience, casual players might have found it challenging to justify the expense. So in conclusion, the Xbox One Elite console offered a compelling package for serious gamers, with its high-quality controller, impressive game library, and backward compatibility. So is it worth it to plan buy one in 2024? I definitely gonna say yes, I recommend it. More than the Xbox One S or even the Series or X. Expect for the Xbox One X, it was better than this one. But if you're on a budget and you don't want to spend so much money on a newer console, I say this one simply worth the price even in 2024. For those deeply invested in the Xbox ecosystem and looking for top-tier performance, the price was likely worth it. However, for more casual gamers or those not fully engaged with the Xbox platform, the standard Xbox One models provided a more budget-friendly, yet still enjoyable gaming experience. Ultimately, the Elite console represented a bold step towards catering to the needs in the gaming elite world, making it a worthwhile investment for those who could fully leverage its capabilities. Thanks for watching, and until then, I see you next time. Cheers.